Hello everyone and good morning. This is me Shruti and welcome to Swayambhu Discover Yourself. It's Sunday, so it's story time. And today's story is a word which you might have heard quite a lot of times. Self-worth. In today's fast-paced world, we come across many people who struggle with their self-worth. So here I come with a story that may help you in finding your own self-worth or say your hidden self-worth. So today we'll travel to Ladakh. So let's go to Ladakh and meet the young monk who will take us through this journey of our story. So let's begin. The young monk had a question that went on lingering in his head. So he decided to go to his master with this question that went on in his mind. He questioned, "Master, what is the greatest value of my life?" The master smiled at him but didn't give him the answer. Instead, he told the young monk to go on a little journey. The master said, "Before I give you the answer, I want you to complete a mission. Go outside to the garden and find a large stone. Take the stone down to the market to sell it. If someone asks you for the price of the stone, stay silent and instead just stretch out 2 fingers in response. If someone offers you money for it, don't sell the stone. Bring it back to me and I will tell you the answer to your question." The young monk set off early the next morning and carried the large stone to the market to sell. The market was crowded that day, and all the people were very curious about the mysterious young monk and his stone. Suddenly, a housewife came over and asked, "How much are you selling that stone for?" The young monk, as he was instructed, stretched out 2 fingers. The housewife said, 20 rupees? The young monk shook his head and the housewife replied, "So it's 200 rupees. Well, okay, I have been looking for a good paperweight to use at home." The young monk couldn't help but think to himself, "My goodness, someone's willing to pay 200 rupees to buy this worthless stone? There are thousands and more in the hills that these come from." However, the young monk followed his master's instruction and keeping the stone cheerfully went back to report his accomplishments. "Master, you won't believe it. Today there was a housewife who offered 200 rupees to buy my stone. Now can you tell me what is the greatest value of my life?" The master replied, "Very good, but your mission is not over yet. Tomorrow morning, I want you to try it again. This time, take the stone to the museum instead. Come back to me afterwards and I will tell you the answer to your question." The next morning, in the museum, a group of curious onlookers stood, whispering amongst themselves, "It looks like an ordinary stone. What's so special about it? There must be some hidden value, or why would the young monk bring it here?" At this moment, a person sprang out from the crowd and shouted out to the monk, asking, "Young monk, how much are you selling this stone for?" Once again, the monk didn't say anything and just showed him 2 fingers. The man said, 200 rupees. The little monk shook his head and the man replied, Of course, 20,000 rupees then. I will carve the stone into a statue and make it a work of art. Upon hearing the offer, the little monk was taken aback. Almost giddy from excitement, the young monk remembered his master's instructions and rushed back to the monastery. Before anyone could say another word, Master, today someone offered 20,000 rupees for my stone. I don't believe what's happening. Now can you tell me what the greatest value of my life is? The master laughed and said, Not so fast. I have one last task for you. Tomorrow, I want you to try one more time. But this time, take the stone down to the art collector's shop. When you come back, I promise to give you your answer. So the next morning, the third day, the young monk brought his stone to the art collector's store. It seemed the story of the little monk and his mysterious stone had spread throughout the town, as immediately he was surrounded by a group of people. They murmured excitedly to each other in hushed tones. This young monk is shrewd. He must know the true value of this precious rock to bring it here. Finally, one person asked him, Little monk, what is the asking price for your wonderful stone specimen? As before, the little monk stretched out two of his fingers without replying. 2 lakhs, another man asked. The little monk was completely stunned. Thinking that he angered the young monk with such a low price, the man immediately corrected and says, Oh, no. I meant to say 20 lakhs. The young little monk was stunned again. The man didn't stop there. I'm very sorry. 2 crores? So stunned the little monk was that he picked up the stone and ran all the way back to the monastery, leaving the entire crowd puzzled and in an uproar. Panting excitedly, he described his experience in the art collector's store to the master. Master, we are rich. Someone just offered 2 crores for the stone. Surely, now can you finally tell me what the greatest value of my life is? Please. The master smiled, patted the young monk on the head, and gently said, My child, you have already discovered the answer to your question. The greatest value of your life is just like the stone. At the market, you are just worth 200 rupees. At the museum, you are worth 20,000. But if you place yourself at the art collector, you are worth 2 crores. So the value of your life is exactly where you place yourself to be. The decision is yours to make. So, the decision is yours to make. Not only for the little monk, even for us. So, when I first happened to read this story, it made me rethink about the times I didn't realize my worth. Let this story be a reminder to each one of you, to each one of us, that you are in charge of the power to determine your own worth. Stop depending on the outer source to make you feel worthy. Let this external gratification just be a boost to your internal world. Stop putting yourself down. Realize the skills, the creativity, and the value that you have that makes a difference to you and the world around you. Your worth can be as less as 2 rupees to 200 rupees to 20,000, 2 lakhs, 20 lakhs. 2 crores, 20 crores. The final word on your own self-worth is for you to decide, not anyone else. So say, like my self-worth is infinity to the power n plus 1. Just remember one thing. We have the power to determine our own self-worth. So, let the power be with you, let the decision be with you, and be happy. Each and every moment, each and every second, just be happy, knowing that you are worthy enough. So, I hope you love this story and definitely taking something back, something good out of it. Like I always say, what do you take back from a story is up to you. So this is me, Shruti, wishing you a life filled with happiness, with the promise to be back with yet another story next Sunday. Till then, keep liking, keep sharing. Do comment any suggestions that you would like to give, and keep watching Swayambhu Discover Yourself. Thank you and see you next week. Till then, bye.